The Tinderet Barng'etuny Mountain Run will be an annual event in the Athletics Kenya calendar as a way of marketing the beauty of the mountain regions of Kenya. The figures doubled in 2025 as athletes and spectators embraced the new concept in athletics in Kenya. Barng'etuny attended the magical Kenya-sponsored event in Nandi County and filed this report.
Early morning in Tinderet, Nandi County. The mountains were beckoning and the more than 2,000 athletes were psychologically prepared to tackle the steep hills for 15 kilometers running uphill. The men took off first at 8 a.m., followed by the women half an hour later. The initial stages were not as steep, with athletes managing fairly well. Halfway through the race and the punishment began. The steep hills and the dust, coupled with the rocky terrain, tested the athletes to the limit. Athletics Kenya had announced that the Kenya team will be picked from this particular race. This increased the competition in the race, with some of the best Kenyan mountain runners competing. Other than the athletics part of the event, the Kenya Tourism Board was keen to market a new frontier in tourism.
So one of these new products is the Mountain Trail series, or the Magical Kenya Trail series, which targets to market our mountains, market our hills, and the other beautiful environment that we have.
The terrain was breathtaking, with participants enjoying some great views all through the race. They started at 1,400 meters above sea level and climbed all the way to 2,400 meters above sea level at the top of the mountain. Janet Chepngetich, Mercy Chemutai and Miriam Chepkirui finished on the podium in the women's race, while Alfred Cheriot, Ken Koros and Richard Atuya were on the podium in the men's race. The turnout was huge, with locals and visitors witnessing the spectacle from the top of the hill.
Mbio ya leo ilikuwa ngumu sana, sijaikimbia mountain, lakini nashukuru Mungu sababu nimemanage kuwin. Nilikuwa naendelea kulota, nashukuru Mungu kwa sababu nimepata mileage sahi.
Nilishiriki kwa mwaka wa 2023, nilikuwa namba 6. Lakini last year sikukuja. Yes.
Hii mbio ilikuwa kwa challenges mingi, ilikuwa technical. But si tumezoea ukimbia races nyingi, sawa si tumezoea.
The mountain run, that is the first in the series, attracted top leaders in the country as well as the Ministries of Sport, Tourism and Wildlife and Education. The three are working together to promote the race and raise the profile of the athletes.
If you look at the turnout this year as compared to last year, you can see it's almost doubled. Okay. The number of entries that have come in is almost doubled. The prize money has also doubled. The reason being that many sponsors now, we have spoken to the corporates. They now understand where they can put their money.
This brings Kenyans together, and I'm happy because you've seen somebody from Nyamira winning. This was number 3. I'm happy because someone comes from all the way from Bomet as win. So it is important because it is now attracting more young people.
The Tinderet Barng'etuny Mountain Run was the culmination of the Magical Kenya Trail series that started in Nyahururu on Monday, going through the counties of Baringo, Elgeyo Marakwet and Nandi counties. Mountain running is a new concept for Kenyan athletes, and the interest that it has generated in this year's Tinderet Mountain Run forced them to do international standards on everything else that they were doing. The result, a huge turnout for this event. Barng'etuny for Citizen TV in Tinderet, Nandi County.